Man is facing charges tonight accused of trashing a Little Caesars because of an extra charge for sauce. Police say Breanna Haynes asked for extra.
Wait. You're telling me a woman walked into Little Caesars, found out she had to pay extra for sauce, and decided the best response was to destroy the restaurant? See, this is why I don't argue with fast food workers because apparently all it takes these days is 75 cents for somebody to lose their entire mind. Now, we got to talk about this because this right here is not just a tantrum. This is a piece of fuel meltdown for the ages. What's up, family? Welcome back to Insider Scoop, where we break down the wildest, funniest, and sometimes straight up unbelievable stories happening across the country. If you're new here, hit the subscribe, smash the like, and share this video, and drop your city and state in the comments because I gotta know, have y'all ever seen someone wild out like this over food before? So we're heading down to Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, where a Little Caesars became ground zero for one woman's sauce related rage. So here's what went down. According to multiple outlets, a woman walked into Little Caesars, placed her order, and then got mad when the employees told her she had to pay extra for dipping sauce. Now, most of us would have said, dang, really? $1 for sauce, and then kept it moving. Not her. Witnesses said she snapped. She started yelling, throwing things, knocking stuff off of the counter like a WWE SmackDown. According to the police, she caused over $1,000 in damages in just a few minutes, breaking displays, cases, tossing food, and flipping out on the workers. Be honest, y'all. How mad would you have to be to start destroying the Little Caesars over sauce? Like, what's the breaking point? $2? 3? So of course it's 2025 and everything is on camera. One of the employees caught the whole thing on video, and when it hit the internet, people were losing it. You could literally see this woman in the footage throwing food trays, kicking equipment, and even knocking over a whole stack of pizza boxes. I'm not kidding y'all. And at one point, she allegedly screamed, "I'm not paying for that sauce." Like she was in a courtroom, not a pizza place. By the time police got there, she had already dipped out, but they tracked her down later and charged her with criminal mischief. Y'all, think if y'all think she left and went straight to another Little Caesars, or did she stop at Domino's for round two? Which one y'all got? So police reports say she caused over $1,000 in damages. Now let's break that down real quick. You know how hard it is to rack up $1,000 worth of damages at Little Caesars? That's like every pizza they made that day and tomorrow. She broke the POS machine, smashed some pizza warmers, and allegedly tossed a drink cooler like she was auditioning for the Hulk. And over what? Extra sauce. I don't know what's in the marinara, but apparently it's got people acting possessed. What's the pettiest thing y'all ever saw somebody throw a fit over in public? Because I feel like we all got one story like that. So after the police reviewed the footage, they identified her and put out a warrant for her arrest. When they found her, she reportedly didn't deny it. She basically admitted to losing her temper, but she said she felt disrespected. Disrespected over pizza sauce? Okay, now listen. We all get frustrated, but when you're flipping tables and breaking stuff over condiments, that's not disrespect. That is a meltdown, girl. Do y'all think she should face jail time for this, or should they just make her work at Little Caesars for a month to pay it off? Now, the internet had a field day with this one. People were cracking all sorts of jokes left and right. One person said she went from hot and ready to hot and reckless. and another said she didn't want extra sauce, she wanted extra charges. But some folks took it more seriously, saying this shows how close people are to snapping these days. Like the stress, the prices, the pressure, folks are on edge, and the smallest thing can set them off. Do y'all think this is just another case of people losing control, or are we seeing more of this because everybody's stressed out and tired in 2025? And y'all know this ain't the first time somebody's lost it in a fast food. Just this year alone, we've seen fights at McDonald's, sprawls at Popeyes, and even a guy who threw an entire milkshake at a Taco Bell worker because they got his order wrong. It's like we've reached a point where you can't even clock in at a fast food joint without wondering if today's the day you end up on TikTok. What would you do if you were that worker behind the counter? Would you try to calm her down or just clock out and walk away? Here's how I see it, family. We're living in a time where patience is at an all-time low. Everything's expensive. People are stressed, and one wrong word can turn somebody's whole day upside down. But come on, you can't go breaking glass over a cup of marinara. At some point, we gotta bring back self-control because once you're throwing pizza boxes at minimum wage workers, you're not providing, you're not proving a point. You're just proving you need anger management. Do y'all think social media is making people act crazier in public just to go viral? Or is this really how people are moving these days? So yeah, family. A woman in Kentucky destroyed a Little Caesars because she didn't want to pay extra for sauce. She's facing charges. The store's cleaning up the mess, and the rest of us are sitting here wondering how we got to this point as a society. Drop your thoughts in the comments. How would you handle a situation like this if you were working there? I want to know because y'all, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I feel like I have seen it all. You'd have to stay calm, sis. It's just pizza sauce. That's all it is. Do y'all think she could have snapped because of a mental issue? Could that have? Do you think maybe that could have caused it, the issue as well? I don't know. But this story is crazy. Don't forget, as I always say, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video because these are the stories that make you laugh, shake your head, and realize people really are out here living on the edge. This is Inside a Scoop Report, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.